Hi. So I've decided to start a YouTube channel. I thought, like, how can I introduce myself to the world? I couldn't come up with a better idea than to take a 16 personalities test. So I guess we will do this today and find out what type of personality I am. So let's dive into it. Question 1. You regularly make new friends? No, not at all. I mean, if I made new friends, I wouldn't sit here making a YouTube video. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Hell yeah, I spend the majority of my time doing this and nothing else. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. No, not sure. I mean, I can cry, but normally I do not do this, especially in front of anyone else. So I will disagree with this. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. Well, I do, but when it comes to following your own plan, I'm the worst, I guess. So, but still, I mean, yeah, I'm a pessimist, and for anything in the world, I think that if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. Like, Murphy Law, whatever it's called. I'll agree with this one. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. I do, but I mean, I stay calm for everybody else, but deep inside, I'm crying. But anyway, yeah, I agree. No, actually not. It's not like I can agree with this. Do they mean like to stay calm the way you look in this moment, or how do you... I will say disagree, but like I'll choose the smallest circle. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Yeah, I mean, I wish I was this type of person who approaches anyone like, hi, my name is whatever. I cannot do this. I mean, I can when I have to, but when it's on personal matters, I won't do this. I will wait for my friends to introduce me to them. And since I have no friends, I mean, no one can introduce me to new people. Disagree. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another? No, I mean, currently I'm reading like 5 or 6 books and watching a couple of TV shows, so yeah, I do not prefer. Disagree. You are very sentimental. No, I'm not. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. I like to download them, but I do not use them at all. Whenever I make a plan for a following day, the next day I will wake up and like, screw the plan. I like buying different organizers like notebooks and stuff, but never use them. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Hell yeah, that's so me. Agree. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. No, never. As I said, never. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. I'm not sure if I understood the question correctly, but I guess I will disagree because I feel like I like discussing different stuff. So disagree, but I'm not sure if I understood the question, so I will say disagree to the, like, yeah. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Well, I used to be like this, but now I'm trying to follow my heart more than my head. So I will agree anyway, but I will choose the smaller circle because I'm trying to go away from this pattern. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. Yeah, that's me. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. No, I mean, I worry about that a lot. I wish I didn't, but I still do. So, you enjoy participating in group activities. Well, with my friends that I don't have. I do, but normally I do not. So I'll say disagree, but I will choose shaky disagreement. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. If that means open endings, I hate them. I hate them so much. I watch a film and the end is like, oh, you can think of whatever you want. Why would you do this? Yeah, it gives hope maybe to some people, but I don't like it. I want your perspective on what happened, director. All right, next question. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. No, I guess not. Disagree. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Yes. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. I do. I feel like I could have been a great leader, but I don't like taking responsibilities for everything and I'm quite lazy. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. I would disagree. I like to think of myself as an artistic type of person, although maybe I'm not, but I feel like I am. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings? No, I disagree 100% because I feel like your heart can help you. I mean, not heart, it's definitely subconsciousness that catches little details about, for example, a person. Deep inside you don't like them, but your rationality says oh, come on, they're great. But then it appears to be that they're Ted Bundy, right? So I guess you should follow your feelings. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. No, I do everything in very last minute, so I hate myself for this though. You enjoy watching people argue. Well, yeah, guilty. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. I do. Your mood can change very quickly. Well, it doesn't change very quickly, but it changes a few times a day. So I guess, yeah. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. I mean, I think it's hard to find a less efficient person than I am. So if I do find them, I will feel less miserable. So I guess I disagree. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Hell yeah. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. Yeah. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. No, I like being alone. I get energy from being alone. And when I'm with other people, I'm very tired. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. No, I like discussing theoretical things. You find it easy to emphasize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. Yeah, I feel so. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Yeah, postpone everything. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. I mean, I often second guess all of my choices. Disagree. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need, is just what hell sounds like, so no. You enjoy going to art museums. I actually do, yeah. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Not often, sometimes, but I think I will say no. I feel them quite well. You like to have a to-do list for each day. How to say? I mean, I like to have this type of lists, but I never follow the instructions, so I don't even know what to say. No, I'll say I disagree. You rarely feel insecure. I disagree. I feel insecure quite often. You avoid making phone calls. Yeah. I mean, in the end of the day, I'm Generation Z. What's wrong with us? I don't know. But actually, you know what? I'll say agree, but I will choose the smaller circle because I worked in a company where I had to make phone calls all the time. It's become easier for me to make phone calls. Agree, but like a little bit. Okay, next question. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. No, I'll say disagree because I don't like trying to understand what people think that I don't agree with. In your social circus, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. Now, that's not me. Even if I had friends, I wouldn't do this. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Yeah, I think so. Still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Yeah, when it comes to thinking of all of the mistakes from the past at 3 a.m., I am the winner of this game. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. I disagree. I quite often contemplate on that. Your emotions control you more than you control them. No. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. I mean, I take a little bit of care for that, but normally I'm trying to not feel like secondhand embarrassment. The next question. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Hell yeah. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. Yeah, unfortunately. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Well, yeah, not always, but most of the time. Yeah, like working alone. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. No, I disagree. I like actually pondering on philosophical questions. Feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. No, I like quiet, intimate places instead of hustle and bustle. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. No, disagree. I mean, I have to talk to a person a little bit to understand what they feel. You often feel overwhelmed. Not sure. No, disagree. Normally I'm quite patient. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm intrigued by things I find interesting, and it doesn't matter whether they're controversial or not. I mean, does it mean that you are interested only because they're controversial and you're like, oh, I will be different? Disagree. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. No. I'll disagree, sorry. You struggle with deadlines. I do. Even though I hate deadlines, I feel like only they can make me do something. When I don't have any deadlines, I will postpone something for as long as possible. So I guess deadlines is something that people like me really need. You feel confident that things will work out for you. No, I disagree. As I said, I'm a pessimist. Oh, we're going to see the results. All right. So, what's that? Come on, internet, faster. Oh, it's INTP. INTP hyphen T. What that mean? I don't know. Logicians are innovative inventors with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Yeah, that's so me. Knowledge is everything. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching.